Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter add and subtract decimals. And the lessons we're going to cover today are add decimal numbers, subtract decimal numbers, add and subtract decimal numbers, choose decimals with a particular sums or differences. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 5 math. Chapter we're on right now is add and subtract decimals. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is add decimal numbers. So when you are adding the decimals, adding or subtracting the decimals, the important thing is to line up the decimal point, right? That is 0 0.9 plus 0 0.5. Now add 9 and 5 makes 14. So you need to write it like 1.4. Write 4 here. 9 plus 5 makes 14. Mm. Write 4 here and carry 1. So 0 plus 1 makes 1. That is 1.4. Let's just start with the test questions. Let's see how do we add them. Add 135.18 plus 106.11. You need to line up the decimal point, right? Now start adding from the leftmost digit. That is 8 plus 1 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. 6 plus 5 is 11. Carry 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. That is 241.29. Option number 2 is the correct option. 26.03 plus 23.03 you need to add. So which is the correct option? That is 49.06. Option number 2 is the correct option. 75.39 plus 11.38, which is the correct option. That is 86.77. Option number 2 is the correct option. Add 0.52 plus 0.99, which is the correct option. That is 1.51. Option number 1 is the correct option. The next one is 0.9 plus 0.5, which is the correct option. That is 1.4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 0.78 plus 0.36, which is the correct option. That is 1.14. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. subtracting decimal is same as adding. You just have to line up the decimal point and you simply have to subtract like you do the other numbers. Let's just start with the test questions. 61.1 minus 11.1. So you need to line up the numbers according to decimal point and then you have to subtract, right? Start subtracting from the leftmost digit, that is 1 take away 1, 1 take away 1 is 0. Then again you have 1 take away 1, that is 0, and 6 take away 1 is 5, that is 50.0. The correct option is option number 1, that is 50.0. 0.4 minus 0.1, which is the correct option? That is 0.4 minus 0.1 equals 0.3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 3.79 take away 2.34. Nine take away 4 is 5. 7 take away 3 is 4. That is 1.45. Option number 1 is the correct option. Oh, sorry. I selected the wrong option. That is 1.45. 8.6 minus 1.5, which is the correct option? That is 7.1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Eighty-nine point 83 minus 16.59. So which is the correct option? Very good. Option number one is the correct option. Sixty point seven seven minus 21.77. So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. That is 40.00. Oh, that is 39.00. 5.1 take away 1.9. So which is the correct option? You cannot subtract 1 out of 9, so you need to borrow 1. Here you have 4 and that borrow makes it 11. 11 minus 9 is 2 and 4 minus 1 is 3. That option is 3.2. 0.87 minus 0.87, which is the correct option? That is 0.03. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is add and subtract decimal numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. That is 0.12 plus 0.34. You need to add, so line up the decimal point and then start adding from the rightmost digit. 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4, and 0 plus 0 is 0. That is 0.46. Let's just start with the test questions. Nine point nine minus 7.6. So which is the correct option? That is 2.3. Option number one is the correct option. Zero point 0.5 minus 0.3, which is the correct option? That is 0.2. Option number two is the correct option. 50.4 plus 41.6. So which is the correct option? That is 92.0. Option number one is the correct option. Very good. Twenty-two point four minus 68.5, which is the correct option? That is 3.9. Option number one is the correct option. Very good. 0.12 plus 0.34. That is 0.46. Option number 2 is the correct option. Nine point six minus 9.2. So which is the correct option? That is 0.4. Option number 2 is the correct option. 39.13 minus 31.52, which is the correct option. That 6 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is choose decimals with a particular sums or difference. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the subtractions. Have to complete the subtraction sentence. For example, here you have the difference of two numbers is 5.2. You have numbers from the box. The difference of the two numbers must be 5.2, right? So you have to start with the numbers are 0.3, 0.2, 5.4 and 1.5, right? You have to find two numbers that when subtracted have the difference 5.2. So start with the first one, that is 0.3, right? The greatest number is 5.4. So when you subtract 0.3 from 5.4, you have 5.1, right? That isn't the correct one. Look for the next one, that is 0.2. So when you do 5.4 minus 0.2, you have the answer 5.2. So that means these are the two numbers that when subtracted have the answer 5.2. Let's just start with the test questions. Choose the two numbers from the box to complete the subtraction sentences. So which two numbers have the difference 5.3? So that is option number one. 5.7 minus 0.4 is 5.3. Option number one is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the subtraction sentence. The difference of the two numbers is zero point 0.2. So which is the correct option? That is option number one. 0.3 minus 0.1 is 0.2. Option number one is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the subtraction sentence. Dash which two numbers have the sum of 6.0? So which is the correct option? That is the sum of two numbers. Option number one is the option number two is the correct option. That is 0.7 and 5.3. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the addition sentence. Which two numbers have the sum 7.9? That is option number one, 2.5, 5.4, 2.5 and 5 plus 5.4. Two numbers from the box to complete the subtraction sentence. Option number two is the correct option, right? The two numbers have the difference 5.2. Which two numbers have the sum 5.5? That is option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the self-rated today. So we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is add and subtract decimals. And the lessons we have covered today are add decimal numbers, subtract decimal numbers, add and subtract decimal numbers, and choose decimals with a particular difference. So please make sure that for the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions for which you need help. So you can please ask questions. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.